Oh. Maybe it'll be better up here, maybe? No, down there is good. So I'm just going to finish chopping up this lettuce for a salad. Because I ate a little baby salad earlier. I know some people don't like iceberg lettuce, but I actually like it. Like, I get romaine sometimes, but the thing I like about iceberg lettuce is a little bit cheaper, and you can mix it with a lot of different vegetables. Like, you can mix it with onions, you can mix it with lemons, bell peppers, and it just takes on the flavor of whatever you're mixing it with. That's what I truly have always loved about iceberg lettuce. So I actually got that a few days ago because I'm like, it was a little bit cheaper. And yeah, so I've never hated, like, I know it's so popular to hate on iceberg lettuce, but then that's kind of lettuce that they use at a lot of restaurants, and I'm like, it's perfectly fine. I actually like the middle sections of iceberg lettuce. They're good. Well, say it doesn't taste like anything, but like if you just want to snack on something that's kind of crisp and yummy and light, I don't like iceberg lettuce. Everything nice and tiny pieces. Smaller the better. It's just my feeling right now. And you use a lot of lettuce too. That's the great thing about iceberg lettuce. Like, you get so much out of it. Hi. Oh, you know my little niece, well, she's not little anymore, she's an adult, but she used to love Minecraft back in the days. I remember that. She's not a little kid anymore. She's like in her mid-20s. But she used to love Minecraft, I remember that. She was very, very fond of it. I'll have to ask her if she's going to watch the Minecraft movie. Is it out in the movie theater, or is this just something you're watching on streaming? Because I think now movies stream pretty quickly anyhow. I haven't even been to the movies though, because I kind of stopped going to the movies years and years ago. Well, we went to go see the Barbie movie, but after that, we didn't really go and see anything again. Well, I think my sister wanted me to go see Wicked with her, but I just said I didn't want to see it. I just was not, I wasn't very excited about it, I guess, Wicked, but she was really excited. Well, I want everybody to be nice to everybody. This is my whole new thing. Like, we should have a nicer culture, and I'm having such a wanting that in our society right now, and I think it's very important. Just like because with the new administration, I feel like a lot of people are deciding that this is giving them free license to be more brash. And even if you don't agree with people, there's just something that's just kind of not good about like cruelty that, you know, I just would like the world to be a nicer place. And some people are like, that's not possible. Well, then we don't interact with the people that are mean. That's just the truth. Because I don't want you to give your time to the people. Like, I know, like, there's a lot of things going on, but there's always been, like, before the internet, people just did it in, like, public spaces a little bit more. Or they did it in a smaller setting. Yeah. You hate me because I'm nice to everybody? It just doesn't make any sense. So you hate me because I'm nice to everybody. It doesn't even make any sense to me. So actually you just don't, it doesn't even, no, I'm reading what you said. You said, yeah, like, so, like, I hate you is what you wrote. I just didn't understand. I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. I'm just confused, but maybe you're talking about something that I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, I do believe in being nice, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Hi, Jess. Or Jess. Or... Squeeze some lemon in here. These lemons are actually really, really good. I mean, that's fine. I just didn't really follow what you were saying, but maybe you were talking about something. See, I need to start doing more art for my walls. So my dad, like, he was in the emergency room the other night. He came. He wanted to take a nap at my house. He's like, oh, I love all your art. And I'm like, Dad, haven't you seen my art? And I guess he never really noticed before, but it like made him happy, I guess. And like this most current painting that I need to get back to doing, like I kind of didn't want to continue, like I wanted to go over it because I just felt like the skin tone was too orangey. But he's like, oh, I really like it. And I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to finish it as is. And in the future, if I do another painting of myself, I can make it less orangey. But, you know, because I'm happy with it, I think now. Because I was kind of thinking, I like the way it looks. I feel like, you know, maybe I could have mixed it a little bit differently. But I did mix the skin tone from scratch. And it's a little bit trickier for me. Like, I've painted a lot, but, like, not having, like, specific skin tones. Like, in the past, I would utilize having more, like, different colors. but I had used up a lot of the skin tone colors that were closer to my like skin tone. So I mixed it all myself. So I was like, yeah, it ended up being a little orange. I'm not orange, but you know, it's fine. Like, I'll just, actually, because what I want to do is was trying to do more art. And then I started doing like this silhouette palm tree drawing. Like, I just haven't been as prolific as I used to be. And I always have excuses like, why I don't do it, why I don't do it. And it's not good. Like, I should be, I'm just making some salad. Like, I have some iceberg lettuce, so I'm going to cut up this iceberg lettuce. I have the purple onion, and I think I'm going to add some bell pepper to it. Just like, you know, to have on the side. I made an avocado toast, like, sourdough sandwich thing for lunch, where I cut up some sourdough. I'm going to cut up the sourdough and avocado. I want to layer this, though, because I don't want just lettuce in this one. Put the rest of the lettuce in the next one. So I'm going to kind of do some layering. I should have bought some tomatoes, but I didn't buy any tomatoes when I went to the store on Saturday. Okay. So with the purple onion, I kind of like to peel it. Well, you should definitely peel it. Don't need to peel. That'd be disgusting. You know how, well, I don't know, maybe people who are on YouTube don't look at TikTok as much, but I was just thinking about when YouTube used to be younger, before it became like the bigger video place that it is. It used to have like a lot of little challenges that would go around, but I would say TikTok challenges are even bigger and there's more people on TikTok, because back then, some people would look at YouTube on their phone. Like, actually, you could, like, some people were like, oh, cell phones really weren't around where you could use the internet when YouTube wasn't, like, became a thing. And that's not entirely true. Like, they have the ability that you could upload videos. And I did it a few times, like, in, like, 2008 and 9 and 10. But it looked very clunky. The first time I uploaded a video from my phone that it actually looked good, I would say it was like in 2017, but I had a better phone at that time. Like the quality wouldn't have been as good. But if you look at old YouTube videos, most people didn't have really high-tech phones, and they didn't even have the higher resolution. Like, I think 720p was the highest resolution that you could use up until, unless you were like a bigger channel or something, they might have had more features at that time. But like in the early 2010s, like a lot of the videos were still in 720p. But now they have all these different resolutions, and there's a possibility to use other resolutions. But more people are online now just because cell phones made it easier for people to go online, and people use apps. And I would say YouTube's always had a mobile app, but I guess TikTok just made it more universal, because TikTok made it to where people started going online and started swiping and started scrolling. I guess, yeah, you would call it scrolling, not swiping. Scrolling. But anyway, before, YouTube used to have like these weird challenges, like, and people would do different things, and you would see different creators do a similar video or a similar idea, but some of the challenges were just so strange. Like, I remember this one where there would be people doing cooking videos, and I did not like this particular challenge. I just thought it was like a waste of cinnamon, and why would anybody want to do this? Like, they were doing, I'm going to do the cinnamon challenge, and they'd eat a big spoonful of cinnamon, and they'd start like gagging on it. And I'm like, why are we doing challenges like that? It's ridiculous. Just like even today, like some challenges are good. There are some trends that I think are cute. I think there are some cute and fun trends, but some of them are just like, if you see something that looks silly, you don't have to participate in it just because everybody's doing it. You could just do whatever you want. And that's part of like not having to follow every single trend, like, and being on social media in more of an organic way, which is what I think is the way to go. I really do. Because last night I was talking about how I made the mistake once again of responding to some old comments on a video that I did with somebody years ago. And to me, there's really no benefit in responding to that person or anybody that comments on their videos, because I just didn't really enjoy, like towards the end especially, like, but all along when I was doing the collaboration with that person, I really didn't enjoy it 100%. Like sometimes it'd be fun, but then other times it just was like, ugh, like this feels so forced, and I really don't like how this person is so rigid about things. And I would have more, like in my interactions when I was doing the collaboration with that person, I had more of that than I had like, this is so fun, this is so exciting. And that's just never a good sign. It's just never a good sign when you keep collaborating with someone and you feel like everything that you do with them is just not very good. Like, you just don't want to be in that position, I think. I say, whoever you are, whatever you do online, make it fun and make it happy. We don't need anything negative in the world right now. Like, there are things that I'll talk about sometimes that aren't the best, but in general, I prefer to focus on topics that are more appealing, that are just more uplifting, and that's just how I'm going to spend my time. So I really had to come to like thoughts about that last night. I remember something, like my mom, she's never, like there are some older people in their 70s that do social media. I think my mom, she sometimes looks at Facebook, but pretty much no. My mom just does not do social media. That's just not her thing. She doesn't really even look at YouTube. She just likes to, I don't know, read and watch TV. And, you know, I'll talk to her on the phone, and she does love to text message me, I'll tell you that. Like, when she got an iPhone, she got really excited about text messaging on the iPhone. She really loves that. But she's just not really into, like, using social media of any kind. Like, they still are sometimes like, why do you want to have a YouTube channel? I'm like, I don't know, it's just fun. And to me, it's like a fun way to share your creativity and things that you're doing with other people. But her thought on a lot of things are, you know, sometimes just people leave comments that are rude, and she thinks this is just her thought. She's like, you just don't have to engage with that. And that's kind of her whole idea with that. Like, I totally agree. I don't think people should be engaging with negativity, you know? Like, I just feel like sometimes there's just a lot of negative things going on in life that we have to give less credence to those things. And I think right now there's almost a trend where people are like, oh no, I'm inviting the negativity into my life and into my feed. And I'm going to encourage people not to do that, because the more times you interact with something that's on a negative side of things, or it's just not positive, the more you're going to make yourself susceptible to going down a rabbit hole of just being on that loop. And I feel like 2025 should be the year that we break free of the negativity on social media, where people are wanting to have these back and forths, where people are wanting to prove like how righteous they are through like being cruel. It doesn't make you righteous, it just makes you a bully. You know, it really does. But that's all I can say about that. We just need to be ourselves more, and we need to live in a world where people can be themselves more, and we don't have to be following trends. Like, we could just do our own things. We can follow our own people. Like, I was thinking about like all the people I love, like just following. Like, I still do a lot of, I follow a lot of vegan food channels and just some history channels and just some fashion channels. I also, there's just channels I will watch from time to time, but I don't really want to comment on things. Like, in the past, I used to kind of comment on things that I liked, but I don't really think I'll be doing that as much anymore, just because I don't feel like it's always beneficial for me. Because there'll always be somebody that'll see your comment. They're going to be on someone else's channel. And I'm like, and I know the way that people they're not really stewards of their comments on a lot of other channels. Like, I don't know if it's just because people have like a social media person running their other channel, or they're just not aware. But I don't like it, like that whole, and some people think like, oh, it just drives views. But I finally, in this year in 2025, I think we have to stop doing that. We can't just be like, oh, I'm too busy to see who's commenting. I think that's kind of a false flex, to be honest with you, because they know, everybody, that they're checking that YouTube channel. If they uploaded something within the last couple weeks, that they saw notifications of certain types of comments people were making on their channel. So if there's negative comments that remain on their channel, or just like seem kind of not good, they kind of are endorsing that. I'm not saying they're endorsing that, but they're okay with it. Because some people think any kind of traffic is good traffic. But I just don't believe that. And I feel like maybe if we just started saying, no, these bullies need to be stopped, just like the people on TikTok too, they're like, oh my gosh, and the bullies are jerks. They really are. But what are you doing to stop the bully? Like, are you engaging with the bully? Are you allowing the bully to continue like commenting on your videos? Okay, so if you just block the bully and you don't engage with the bully, that's going to stop them. Like, they might go off and make a video about you afterwards, but it's going to be kind of weird, right? Because if they're doing that and you're not engaging with them, like, they're not getting any feedback from it. But, then again, everybody has to operate in their own way, and they have to find what's best for them. And if I just find I want to do social media in a very more authentic way. I don't follow trends. I don't have like a channel like manager. I don't have people doing this for me. It's like literally I'm a hobbyist YouTuber. So everything I've ever done on this channel is just something I've created myself. Like, all of my content is self-created. I didn't have somebody like, and I am planning to do more edited videos in the near future, but I didn't have anybody edit videos for me. Like, all the editing I've done, like any posting I've done, it's just something I've done myself. And at the end of the day, what I kind of like about that is I know exactly what's happening on my channel. Like, I'm very aware of it. Like, I'm aware of like where I want my channel to stand ethically. And ethically, I just cannot get behind a channel that would be okay with people making like brash, cruel, insensitive commentary. I don't like it. And people who like that, they're not like me. And that's just something that I'm feeling like much more comfortable saying now, because I think in the past, like, it just seemed silly. Like, why am I sharing this? But yeah, the world doesn't have to be like this. You don't have to engage with bullies. You don't have to allow bullies to remain on your channel. There will always be bullies, but they can go off somewhere else. And maybe other channels like that because they think it makes them wildly popular. I just think it makes their, it's funny because a lot of these channels are really big into their curated message, and they're really big into like making videos that look a certain curated way. But I think if your comment section is very unwelcoming, it seems like a place people like at the end of the day, I want people that make comments on my videos to feel good, to feel welcome, to feel like they can make a comment on my videos, not like that somebody's gonna rage bait them or be cruel to them. I don't like that. Like, if I don't like that, then I don't think other people commenting would like that. So I try to keep my comments kinder. Like, it's just, that's so important to me. It's very important. And your freedom of speech, this has nothing to do with being you know whatter in comment sections on YouTube. You want to go make your off the base video, like saying something really cruel about somebody, then you do it on your own channel. Don't do it with me, you know? That's just my take. And yeah. Or even the more subtle kinds where people are just subtly being kind of, you know, ragey. Yeah. It's just not for me. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not into it. Some people are. Some people love that kind of content. Some people think that kind of content is what makes their channels like thrive, I guess. My eyes, like when you cut a lot of onions, it does make your eyes water, but this time it was more towards the end. Okay. That's good grapefruit. Very good grapefruit. And have some bell peppers. rinse them off. Okay. I do like a long slice of bell pepper. Try some. I love red bell pepper. It tastes so sweet and delicious. You could also be a mustache. Hi, how you doing, Noble? Got a little bit in there. In there. Where did I still have my lemon? I think I used up my lemon already. Well, I'm making like some salad. I ate like this really good lunch. It's kind of making me feel really full. I had like avocado toast sourdough bread sandwich. It's really good. But I'm making these salads and they should last me like for a couple days because they're pretty big. And I'm just adding like some vegetables to them. Like when I do make salad prep, this is like one of my favorite things to do is just kind of cut up some lettuce and veggies, and then I have some nice, hey, how you doing? Like just have some nice vegetables going on. And I'm kind of chopping things small like I usually like to do. Like when I'm running short on time, sometimes I run out of time to do it that way, but honestly, I love to cut my veggies little. And I like to use up the whole bell pepper because I don't want to waste it. I'm going to eat it. It's edible. I can eat the whole thing. I mean, you don't have to, but I like it. I like to like use up as much, like even like I used to love Turkish Delight, but I think I'm not going to buy it again because I did that video, or that brand, that particular brand. It's not Turkish Delight in general because I think Turkish Delight is really good. But this is going to be my thought on buying like any kind of dessert in the future. I think I'll just get one piece. Because the thing I like about Turkish Delight is it's good. I like Iceberg just because it's a little bit cheaper sometimes and it's a little bit more plentiful. And Romaine's good, but right now, like I just got the Iceberg so it was a little bit cheaper than the Romaine. And the thing I like about Iceberg is I can add it to anything. And Romaine is not, it's not that you can't with Romaine, but Iceberg's just like a very plain palette. And it's almost like you could use this. I know some people are going to be like, no, like you could put salad dressing on there and eat that instead of noodles. And for me, Iceberg, it's just like a nice plain palette, but I'll buy Romaine too. Actually, my favorite lettuce, like, is just loose leaf lettuce, but I don't always buy that. I need to buy groceries at the real grocery store. It's just when you go to, I need to get a few things at Walmart. So I just had picked it up and it was there, and It was a little bit cheaper than the romaine there, but it should have went to the real grocery store. But I'm also trying to eat down my fridge, you see, so I'm just using up what I have and buying things here and there. Although I will say I bought one of the plant-based diet pizzas because I do like those things. Pretty good. I hear a bird outside. I love birds. I haven't heard them for a couple days. They were like really chirping the other day. And they've been quieter. I don't know, maybe because it was raining the day before. I heard one chirp, but they were pretty active a few days ago. I'm like, you guys are really chirping up a storm. Oh, I heard it again. So I have an avocado tree growing on my patio. It's so funny. Like, I had, just as a joke, like, I planted an avocado pit a couple of years ago. And I was like, did it become a little tree? Maybe not a couple of years ago. Maybe it was a year ago. But, like, now it's growing into a tiny little tree. It's just so funny. Okay, I should put some bell pepper in this one, too. This is like the little baby salad. The fork, mister, you're stuck. Stuck to the fork. I don't want you stuck. I want to stir up this one a little bit so I can incorporate the bell peppers into the entire salad, not just there. Oh no, those pieces are too big. I mean, they could be that big. I just wanted them smaller for some reason. You in there. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. 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 Every little piece into the salads. Okay, so let's do this. I like, it's funny how there's like a little, it's like it's starting to grow a little baby bell pepper in there. Here's good. I'm not gonna keep the membrane on this one as much though, because it has a lot of. Oh, it's almost starting to grow a little bell pepper in there. It's very crunchy and yummy. You know, another thing I love to do, just if you're short on time, is you can slice bell pepper slices and dip them in hummus. It's really good. It's so good. Love it. You know, I always think that red bell pepper is my favorite because I love how vibrant red it is. But I'm going to say this. The yellow bell pepper actually tastes a little bit better. This over here on this side. Do. If you ever want something golden, just cut up some, you know, gold bell pepper. And then you can have all the gold you want for about $1.07. Crazy that Frenchies are that expensive nowadays. Thinking about actually starting up the container garden again. Like, that's where we're at. And maybe trying to actually grow potatoes this time. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It's just I don't get a lot of sunlight out there. And last time I had tomato plants, they didn't make a lot of tomatoes. Big. I want them smaller. Just start putting everything into little strippies. So now I've pretty much cut everything I want to cut. I'm just going to try to get as much as I can into the salad itself, which means this top layer is going to be really bell pepper packed, but that's okay. I don't mind. I can kind of make like a dressing later, I'm thinking, because right now I still have some of that vegan ranch, but I really should just be making my own dressing again, 100%, like with tahini and whatnot. Rinse off my cutting board. Rinse them off. Get them right in. Rinse off my fingers because, you know, you get some soap in there. You can wash my hands. Fingers nice and rinsed. Hands. Let's see, where did I put my... Gotta get everybody in our favorite Pyrex containers, which are now my favorite. I got some in 2021. The only thing about them is I've noticed, like, over time, their lids, like, I've got a hole just because it feels like it gets kind of, you just get it kind of stiff over time. I almost have to buy new lids for them all the time. It's just kind of annoying, but it's fine, I guess. And oh no, yeah, see, I was trying not to do that, but this one's like starting to kind of rip right here. It was just one thing I've noticed about the Pyrex lids. Like, I like that they're glass, because storing things in glass containers, just, it feels nicer. It just does. And they stack pretty well. I do like how they stack. They stack very well. And for me, Pyrex is like the Tupperware of our generation. Like, I know, like, my parents' generation, they love Tupperware, but I think it's Pyrex because I love, like, their stacking system for storing food. But the lids kind of, I've noticed over time they begin to crack on the side. And I don't like that part, personally. Maybe some people don't care, but I need to get a different kind of lid for them, maybe. I don't know. I need to look into this because that's been one of the banes of my journey of owning Pyrex, is that their lids crack on the side. Like, because you want it to have a tight seal, especially like if you're taking it somewhere, like to work or something with like a lunch, you want it to stay nice and tight, especially since it's a glass container. And I put it in a plastic bag. I don't like lunch bags, honestly. I just don't. I just take my lunch in a Walmart or a Target or a Food for Less shopping bag. And I don't want it to like leak if it's in one of those containers. That's just my thought. Anyway, but yeah. So here I am, almost done with what I was doing right now. I have other things I need to get done. But I hope everybody has a good day. Bye.